This actor might be best known for donning a blue and red suit, but there's plenty more to learn about the man behind it. Welcome to Watch Mojo UK, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 things you didn't know about Henry Cavill. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at 10 of the most overlooked Cavill trivia tidbits, so that you know all there is to know about the Superman actor. Number 10. Channel Island Upbringing. Cavill has coveted global attention for his roles on screen, but he originally hails from the small island of Jersey, which is about as far away from Hollywood as you could possibly hope to get.
I'm very romantic by nature, so I live on a boat and I read and I think and play my flute.
Within a super stone's throw of France and the rest of Europe, Cavill grew up as one of 5 boys, which possibly makes his pursuit of a career in acting all the more understandable. He needed to stand out from his siblings in some way.
Don't squeeze the Erynn. Roll. And release.
After attending primary school in Jersey though, Cavill ventured over to England to study at Stowe Boarding School, which presumably had a more than decent drama department.
You're a asshole.
Number 9. Blood Creek Breakthrough. The 2009 film, Blood Creek, is one that may have passed you by, but it was a significant film for Cavill, as this production provided him with his first leading role.
Why do you keep trying to bury him? I don't understand.
It just seemed like it was time to make some kind of decision.
A horror film directed by Joel Schumacher, Henry stars alongside Michael Fassbender, who was still at a reasonably early stage in his career himself.
It's okay. Don't be scared. Just hide. I'll go calm him down.
In the movie, Cavill plays Evan, who gets wrapped up in an occult experiment with roots in the Third Reich. It got mixed reviews from the critics, but remains a must-see for Cavill fans.
Blood is blood, right? He is his family. Do it.
Number 8. The Russell Crowe Connection. When Henry Cavill met Russell Crowe while the esteemed actor was filming Proof of Life at Cavill's boarding school, the future Superman reportedly marched straight up to Crowe and told him he wanted to be an actor.
And 2 days later, I got a signed picture of him in Gladiator saying a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step.
He was nothing if not confident. Of course, at this point in time, around the year 2000, Crowe could have no idea who the keen student was, and he certainly would never have predicted that they'd later get to work together, playing father and son in Man of Steel.
To see you standing there having grown into an adult. If only Lara could have witnessed this.
The world works in mysterious ways.
You can save her, Cal. You can save all of them.
Number 7. The Moustache. Who knew that facial hair could cause so much drama? It started with Mission Impossible Fallout, for which Cavill was required to grow and sport a mustache. But this distinctive move soon created some animosity within the Justice League production team, since they needed Cavill clean-shaven for his Superman reshoots. The solution? CGI. Super shoddy CGI.
I believe in truth, but I'm also a big fan of justice.
The folks over at DC reportedly put in weeks of painstaking hard work to erase their main man's tash. But fans of, or at least viewers of, Justice League weren't too convinced about the on-screen results.
Glad I didn't miss this.
So am I.
Number 6. World of Warcraft Superfan. Although we can't really imagine the actor having the time to spend hours upon hours in front of a computer screen, Cavill has admitted in the past that he is a huge fan of this online game. In an interview, Cavill even stated that he had accidentally missed an early casting call from Zack Snyder, the director of Man of Steel, because he was too preoccupied with defeating his online opponents. thankfully, Henry managed to tear himself away eventually, and swiftly got back in touch with Snyder to speak with him about the part. The rest is DC history. Number 5, he's an animal lover. Superman may be well practiced in saving lives and planets, but in real life the actor is just as heroic, because he's an ambassador and fundraiser for the Durrell Wildlife Conservation Trust, based in Jersey.
People don't realise what it's like to be close to them.
Cavill also owns a dog called Cal, a black and white American Akita, whose name fans will instantly recognize as a nod to Superman's Kryptonian origins. Cal is possibly a contender for the world's cutest celebrity dog, but it's his companionship with Cavill that fans really love. The guy can do it all, saving the city one day, mid-morning walkies the next.
Hi everyone, I am just on my morning walk with Cal here.
Number 4, Multilingual Skills. As if Cavill's acting abilities weren't impressive enough, it's said he's also fluent in several languages.
Now, why would he have to do that when he has such a beautiful wife?
You should ask him, monsieur.
Perhaps owing to his growing up so near northern France, the performer is a confident French speaker, but also knows enough Italian and German to carry a conversation. And he reportedly speaks just enough Czech to acquire a pint from the barman at any Czech-speaking pub. It's a specific skill, but a valuable one nonetheless. Given his linguistic talents, it's surely only a matter of time before they're showcased for a role on the big screen.
Why don't you take a shot at him?
Somehow, it just doesn't seem like the right thing to do.
Number 3, the James Bond Nearly Man. The name's Cavill, Henry Cavill. The 007 franchise might have gone in a very different direction had Henry landed the role back in the mid-2000s, when he was reportedly one of the actors who lost out to eventual Bond Daniel Craig.
I knew it was too early to promote you.
Well, I understand double O's have a very short life expectancy.
Cavill hasn't been shy in the past about admitting how much he'd love to play the famous spy, and he does seem a pretty decent fit.
I have a quick errand to run. Could you have my bag taken to my room, please?
Suave, sophisticated, can handle himself in a fight. Of course, the rumors linking Cavill to the coveted Spy series have continued, and he's forever listed as a frontrunner if/when Craig steps down. Watch this space.
People who designed this model are not very good at stealing things.
Number 2, first choice for Edward Cullen. It's hard to imagine anyone other than Robert Pattinson playing the role of Edward in the Twilight series, but Stephanie Meyer, the writer of the vampire novels on which the franchise is based, originally wanted Cavill.
That's Edward Cullen. He's totally gorgeous, obviously.
For Meyer, she believed Henry would fit the part perfectly after noticing the actor in the 2002 film The Count of Monte Cristo.
Ransom. Send your note and be damned.
At the time, Cavill was young and not especially well known, so it would have proven a massive breakthrough role for him. But would his career have panned out the same? Switching from teen lit vampires to a face-off with Batman seems quite unlikely.
I understand.
Number 1, the early Superman screen test. Clearly, Cavill wasn't worried about auditioning for iconic parts during his early days as an actor. And of course, Superman is now his most famous role.
Thank you
For what?
for believing in me.
But he almost donned the cape almost a decade earlier than for his 2013 debut in Man of Steel. Because back in 2004, Cavill screen tested as the classic comic book character for the production Superman Flyby, which was written by one J.J. Abrams and was set to be directed by McG. Unfortunately, Flyby never came to be, but Henry's hopes for superhero stardom were by no means over.
You're a monster, Zod. And I'm gonna stop you.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.